Hey, Christy Renee Ministries here. I am working in a kitchen today in Las Vegas, and we are doing food for the vendors and the performers for something called the Ola Festival, or Hola. I don't know what it's called, but you can't really see the stage, but it's over there somewhere. Anyway, so that's where I'm at. But I wanted to show you this because sometimes when you're doing these kind of events, you run across a lot of different foods that you wouldn't normally see or have access to. And right now in our world, that's one of the biggest concerns is what are you eating, because so much of it's full of poison, and we know this. So I wanted to show you a few things that I just found. And you'll notice, like on this box, there's the little GMO symbol. But I am hearing that that's not necessarily a truthful symbol anymore, that companies are buying it to have it, but then they're not doing the necessary thing to make their products GMO. And I don't know that that is or not, but it's just interesting. And that's the church next door going off. I was looking to see if this had anything. I mean, I wouldn't eat this stuff anyway. What is this? So these are just olives and all the stuff that's in it. If you find a good olive, all it has in it is water and olives and maybe salt. Like, that's it. The rest of this stuff, Varroa's gluconate, added to stabilize color. Like, why, right? So the things that we look at. So this is a new one. This was a quart container of pesto that we bought in 3 cases of, I think, for whatever different purposes. And somebody asked me yesterday, is this vegan? So they're basically asking me if it had cheese in it or not, because typically pesto will have cheese in it. So I'm reading through the ingredient list up here, and it's got modified cornstarch in it. So when I see that, I automatically won't eat something. It does have cheese cultures and part skim milk in it. So that disqualified the guy who was asking. But I kept reading through it, and I just want you to see this. Down here on the bottom, it says allergens, and then it contains milk. And then underneath it, it says processed in a line that also handles wheat. So that's for the people who would be gluten-free. And read this. It says contains bioengineered food ingredient. What the hell is that? I've never seen that before. If you can't read your ingredients or don't have access to read ingredients if you're eating in a restaurant, I'm telling you right now, you have no idea what you're eating. Because this was sold as Genovese pesto, which Genovese is a kind of basil, really good kind of basil, really nice basil actually. And I don't know anything about this food company that's listed up here, but the fact that it says bioengineered food ingredient on the label is mind-boggling to me. So whatever they're putting in some of these products, you have to start paying a ton of attention. And if you're not paying attention, it's probably part of your illness patterns, right? So everybody who's suffering from autoimmune issues or any kind of disease that involves inflammation, asthma, MS, diabetes, right? Everything's inflammatory. And I'm just listing off stuff I have personal reference to. But whatever your thing is, right? I get swelling in my ankles. I get swelling in my lymph glands down the center of my back super easily. I mean, I'm wearing a glove handling this stuff because I touched it yesterday and I felt my back swell up, right? I don't know what the bioengineered food ingredient is, but it's not lovely. So I just wanted to show that to you so you could be more aware. Watch what you're eating, and if you are watching what you're eating, you have to be more aware. Read the ingredient labels, and if you can't see the ingredient labels because you're in a restaurant, I would learn how to muscle test, or I would learn how to douse, and I would be asking, is this safe for me to eat? I do that. I would absolutely sit in a restaurant and do that. I actually do it all the time. I was doing it this morning because I ordered some lox and asked the guy if the bread was gluten-free. And he basically told me he wasn't sure, so I was muscle testing to see if it was safe for me. All right? Know what you do and know how to do it well. Read your food ingredients. Stop eating poison. It's the only way we're going to survive some of this stuff. I bless you. Thank you for being here. And like, share, and subscribe. See you again soon.